Sponsor me, Vista Bay. Your hard seltzers suck.
I'm just enjoying a nice crisp Dr. Pepper's. Where the fuck are the other ones? Like, how is it every fucking time? Why can we just not have everyone be on time? Just fucking once in our goddamn lives. And with that, we are going to talk about the best weapon or tool of the year. This is
The
always a
best
very fun
handheld
category.
character.
Yeah, what?
Because you
The character
described
you can hold in
characters
your
as a
hand.
gun.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the character. This can include all sorts of things. This can include pieces of hardware. This can include guns, all sorts of different shit. But it's stuff that we liked playing with, or stuff that let us do some cool shit.
My
And this
Pingus.
time we are going to have this time we are going to be supported with some extra video content because I liked how that worked for the time I did that last time. So I will start things off with my number 3 weapon or tool, which much like Ranny the Witch was my number 3 character.
Yeah, still haven't. Can you?
Yeah, I think we fully lost Dash's sound.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
I
I'm gonna
know
assume what
I
it
know
is.
why it's doing that. I know why it's doing that. Here
Is
we're
it
gonna
trying to
we're
play
gonna
the the audio from the video.
wait. Is it doing the audio from the video?
I didn't
No.
hear it.
No.
Okay, no,
No.
because I accounted for that. Okay, I know what I need to do in Memento.
Ooh, a little Spanish lingo there for you.
What did he say? I didn't understand.
He said
A
"You're
moment."
welcome."
I don't get it. His number 3 tool is a Crucible Knight from Elden Ring.
Yes.
Yes,
You
clearly.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, still can't hear you, Dash. So it's either the sword or this cool bucket helmet.
I think it's probably the helmet.
I
I
think
think
it's
so,
that.
too.
It's probably that moon spell that he's used twice
Mm.
now. The one that you need like 80 intelligence to even use or some bullshit.
It is a pretty cool spell. You got to go to Elden Ring Hogwarts to learn the moon spell. Oh, there it
Elden
goes again.
Warts.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
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 Okay, there
yeah,
we go. Okay, there
Oh.
we go. Yeah, fuck it, we're doing it live. So
The
yeah,
Godskin Noble's talking to us.
going let's try that again. Take fucking 2, baby. So
The
yeah, my number 3
foreskin
weapon or
noble.
tool is the Dark Moon Greatsword. This is the weapon that is in all of the FromSoft games,
You
and
can't do old characters.
fuck off. This iteration of it is without question the best one that I have ever used, and this is a sword that I generally do enjoy playing with in a lot of the games. It has like the super mode that you can fucking turn on with it that just makes it like an I hear like this that just makes it do ice damage, so you can end up freezing dudes. You can just shoot lasers out of it. Swords in FromSoft games that you can shoot lasers with always kick quite a bit of ass. But this was my favorite weapon to use. I like using big fucking swords in Dark Souls. This is certainly a big fucking sword. Whenever I need a good sword, or I needed to do anything, like when Ryan and I were doing the final boss together, we were getting
Mhm.
our ass kicked over and over and over. And then, like, you know what? I'm gonna trust my instincts. I fucking switched to Dark Moon Greatsword, and we then immediately beat it. Fantastic sword. My wife gives it to me because we are together and she loves me, and it's the best fucking it's the best sword in the game. In a game of very, very, very cool fucking swords. But with that, I will pass it over to Ryan for his number 3 weapon or tool.
I went with the multi-barrel shotgun from Proteus.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you up a shotgun? You put a bunch of barrels on it. Like double barrels, cool, but this is a double barrel shotgun. It's just you take the Doom logic of a super shotgun and you take it to its extreme, and it fucking rules. It's super fun to play with. I think Doom games always have the best shotguns, or Doom type games have the best shotguns, and this one's no exception. It was my favorite one to use.
The alt fire on it will also fire all 4 barrels at once, which is always the thing you want to be doing with your shotguns.
Yeah, it's super helpful for some of the like stronger enemies. So you're shooting individual ones for the weaker enemies, and then you do all 4 for the bigger ones. It's good for like room clearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great gun.
Good
Highly
shit.
recommend it.
That reminds me, there's fuck, what was that game? Shadow Complex. The last gun you get in that is a 36 barreled shotgun, but it's pretty weak using it, honestly.
Not enough
you're in-
barrels.
You're in like a big power suit, so it doesn't even really have any kickback.
Mm.
With that, Jason, what is your number 3 shotgun of the year?
So my number 3 is one I
I don't know
previously
it.
mentioned in the last category. But mine was garlic.
Yeah,
The
Roll that
ingredient-
beautiful
sounds
bean
about
footage.
right.
Had a different clip lined up because that was the order that you sent it to me in, but it's
Send them in
okay.
alphabetical order.
It's okay. Okay.
First time I got garlic was when I really started to get sucked into the game. I don't remember. I mean, it was definitely a couple runs in before I unlocked Poe to get it for free. But pretty much anytime garlic pops up as one of the options to add as a new item or level up, I immediately go to it because it's good in every level of the game I've played so far. And just all around solid weapon.
Garlic is very good. Deflects things. It's a workhorse weapon for certain. But Lily, what is your number 3 weapon?
My number 3 shotgun of the year is a rocket launcher, and it's Dominion from Neon White.
Good choice. Good choice.
That's a good one.
It's just good fun. Like, you get to fucking rocket jump around heaven with your bros.
And I could not have named any of the weapons in Neon White if
I had to go look.
if my life depended on it. I would have believed you if you said they did not have names.
Well, the best part is they're right
Dominion
there
is the
on
only one I know
screen
the
the
name
whole
of.
time.
I mean, they're on screen all the time, but I'm not
Yeah.
looking at it.
But yeah, they're real. It's real cool. I like Dominion a lot, and
Is
for
the
good
alt
reason, I
fire a
would say.
grappling hook on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
It's
part of
sick.
what makes Dominion so cool is you
Yeah.
can rocket jump with it. It works as a rocket launcher, and you get a fucking grappling hook.
Yep,
Like
grappling
if you
hooks are
talk
always
about what
good.
you want a weapon in a video game to, you like what are cool video game weapons? You say rocket jumps, you say fucking rocket launchers, and you say fucking grappling hooks, and it's got all 3, baby.
Yeah, that's a good pick for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's like, what if Just Cause was in Neon White?
Yeah, what if Just Cause was? What if you could be Rico Rodriguez hanging out
What
with
if
me on
Just
Yellow?
Cause was a rocket launcher?
Danny, what if Just Cause was a rocket launcher 3?
Yes.
Ooh,
So my number 3, what if Just Cause was a rocket launcher, is the Snap in Marvel Snap. Just weaponizing the sort of like, yes, I'm going to up the ante in a very
Weaponizing confidence.
yeah. It's that's exactly what it is just like, yeah, my dick's out. I
Are you a
believe I
cop
can
or
win this.
something?
or you're bluffing, and either way, the game is very satisfying when you hit the snap button. So number 3, Snap from Marvel Snap.
So a little bit of background information on the Snap, just because I know not everyone here got into Marvel Snap, but we in the Magic chat got into Marvel Snap for like a week there. What it is the entire game, your ranking up system is you will get a cube every time you win a match. But what you can do is at any point in the 6 rounds of it, you can snap, and it will then double the stakes for the game. So, if it's you were going to get 1 cube, it's now going to be 2 cubes. But when you snap, your opponent then has the ability to snap back, which doubles it again. So the earlier you do it, it'll then if you do it like really early, it'll double again like when you get to the final round. But you are so confident you're going to win that you are going to increase the stakes of the game.
Because if you lose that number of cubes. Your level goes down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And after a person snaps, you can back out of the game to like lose fewer. So it's even a thing where it's like you can snap at someone in an attempt to scare them away. It's a really cool mechanic, but yeah, weaponizing and
Seems cool.
gambling at your level of confidence is a very good way to describe it.
Like adding in a raising and folding mechanic into a
TCG.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like and the games are like so short that it really doesn't matter that much if like you do end up getting blown out. But like the difference between 2 cubes and 8 cubes is pretty substantial. It's like that's 4 games worth of play, and also if you lose that, it feels devastating. Yeah, snapping rules. But Hunter, what is your number 3 trading
Hunter.
card game mechanic?
My number 3 snapping is the Bloodhound Step move from Elden Ring. It's
What weapon is that?
it's the
Bloodhound's blade.
Bloodhound Fang.
Hey, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that's what I said.
The Bloodhound Gang.
It's
Bloodhound
the
Gang.
unique weapon art of the Bloodhound Fang, which lets you do a sick, cool flipping slice, and also it moves you backwards, and then if you press attack again, you dash forwards and turning invisible to do another slice. And he's just swiping. He's not even
waiting
doing
for
it.
him to do it.
He's just swinging
Coming up.
around like a
He's
madman.
raving around. He's having a good time.
Gonna happen.
It's gonna do it.
Nice.
One of these
happen.
days.
I'll turn on my PlayStation right now and do it.
There it
There
is.
he goes.
He didn't do
Oh,
the follow up.
come on.
He did the
He will.
first
He
part.
will. Don't worry. He's got to cheer him on.
As you can
Got
see, we
this.
definitely screened these ahead of time.
He's got to block against nothing first.
So I'll go put bad comments on this
Oh.
YouTube video.
Oh,
No.
Didn't do the
Whoa,
follow-up.
what a dick.
He's teasing us.
This is great audio content.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this is fantastic. Oh.
Oh.
The worst angle, but yeah, there it is. What the fuck?
But yeah, I like it because it just does a shit ton of damage, not only health and posture damage. Plus, it's got a lot of iframes, so if you're bad at the game, you
Mm.
can just kind of spam it and
Yeah, I
usually
never
do
I
pretty
never
well.
saw that weapon.
Well, it also that sword. I like big swords and from games, and it also builds bleed. So, real baby tier weapon, but
That's fine. We're
Well,
baby.
that's
We're,
high
we're
weapons.
babies here.
All the flipping and zooming around and shit makes it look like it's really hard to read. Like I would be, they would take me out if I got PvP'd by that.
I mean, I'm sure it is annoying in PvP, but I don't play PvP, so who cares?
It's my understanding no
care.
one does in that game.
Yeah, but they put in the Colosseums. You can get in them now.
Who cares?
Call me when there's actual DLC.
So that then brings us back around to my number 2, which everyone likes grappling hooks in video games, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
everyone
talk
likes
about
rocket
Dominion
launchers
again.
in video games, right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Let's fucking talk about how cool Dominion is just for like
Hell
another
yeah.
fucking moment.
Hell yeah.
I love a lot of every single time I got a new weapon in Neon White, I was like, oh, this is going to be my fucking weapon or tool of the year. And the Dominion is like not the final weapon you get, but it's the final normal weapon. And also the reward for going and getting the what's the blue medal on all of the stages?
Ace.
Ace, yeah.
Mm.
The reward for getting Ace on all of the levels is you get a mode that is playing through the entire campaign with only Dominion. Every
nice.
single weapon becomes Dominion, and I think that's incredible.
Sounds like I should go back and actually finish Neon White then.
It's like I don't want to play through that game again necessarily, but if I did, and also like when you play through it in Dominion only mode, it's like it's got its own set of like leaderboards and times and everything, so like
That's cool.
it doesn't like interfere with the rest of the stuff you're doing. But like look at that, it says rock on, like that's just on the fucking like the fucking reticle there. It just says rock on.
Oh yeah, I'm
Dominion-
pretty sure it says rock on specifically when you're in range to grapple something.
So good, it's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Dominion. What a fantastic fucking weapon. A+ shit. Highly recommend Dominion.
Yeah.
People should play
very
Neon
good.
White. But with that, Ryan, what's your number 2 weapon?
Mine was Garlic from Vampire Survivors.
Bunch
Cue
of
that
Warriors
video
here.
back up, yeah.
Fucking love me some garlic.
They
I
Gave
also
you
like not
garlic.
playing.
what's that?
I also like not actually playing.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck you.
And that's what
They-
garlic does. That's why I love garlic.
They give you garlic at like just the right moment, or at least for me, where it was just like I was kind of like, I just don't think I'm getting this game. And then they gave
Yeah.
you garlic, and I was like, oh, okay, well now I can make it a little bit further. Now I can
Yep. Garlic is
playing
where
and
it
it
turned for me.
kept.
And there's other like
same.
area of effect type weapons, but nothing does it quite as like perfectly as garlic does.
And it's just crazy that it's such a, I guess, like a lower level weapon. Like you get it pretty early. And I feel like I was using garlic almost exclusively. Like I would give up other things to get garlic,
Yeah,
even like later in the game.
Garlic is one of the best things in that game. But Jason, what is your number 2 best thing in a game?
I do want to throw an honorable mention as King Bible is also very good.
See, I've never been a King Bible person, and it's weird because it's like
getting like 8 Bibles spinning around in the circle.
It's pretty nice.
I'm a big fan of King Bible, but I still go garlic over it. Easy.
I think the problem with King Bible is the max level King Bible is good, but the evolved version is kind of trash.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why
I can't remember what it is.
Evolved King Bible is
while.
just constant King Bible.
Is
yeah,
it?
but there's less of them. It's not as like overlapping. It doesn't look as like
Yeah.
appealing.
My number 2 is, so you guys like big fatty swords in From games. Me, a person who never really played any From games before this, I like small, fast weapons. So
He's a Dex guy.
I was pretty heavy. I was pretty heavy into katanas all game, and the Moonveil was my favorite one that I played with. I did dual wield a little bit with the Moonveil, and what is the other one that was really popular? I can't remember.
It's like Blood
Uchikatana
something, right?
Yeah, the 100.
Bloodhound Step or
No, it was the Uchikatana. I had that one first. But I also am a big baby and really like bleed effects, so I was big into the katanas for that reason.
It's the weapon of choice for people that want to role play as Virgil from Devil May Cry.
And that's part of why it's so good. I normally hate Dex weapons in FromSoft games, but Moonveil is so super fun to use. It also scales well with like doing sorcery and things like that. So as a secondary weapon to the Darkmoon Greatsword, like Moonveil is very, very fun. I used a ton of Moonveil. And just
Darkmoon also very good.
The swords that shoot lasers in FromSoft games whip ass, and Moonveil is absolutely no exception to that. It's super fun to do with like PvP. It's really, really good. Big fan of Moonveil.
And its special attack move doesn't like slowly kill you like the Uchikatana does.
From what I've heard, for a while, PvP was all just people using Moonveil.
Yeah,
that's what I used.
But
with that
was the meta for a while.
Lily, what is your number 2?
Did you get my message, Dash?
Fucking no, I didn't say it out loud.
Okay, well, I sent it 10 minutes ago.
Do you have any fucking idea how many windows and like shit I have to have up on this fucking computer to do all of this? Do you have any fucking idea?
You got
probably
like
10
because that's what
one
you're
whole thing's
running
the fucking Zoom. I've got my fucking OBS. No, I haven't read shit. What do you need?
Okay, it's my number 2 is the dual guns from Vampire Survivors.
Oh no, you're gonna make me spell that.
I sent it to you in a message. Just copy and paste it.
Okay, so
it's Fiera de Trufello.
Firagi. Yeah, here we go.
Firagi is the evolved version, but yeah.
I thought that was the little potato.
Oh, do you want me to do the guns specifically?
Well, I want the little guys with the projectiles.
Okay, I'll do the little guys.
I prefer those. But basically it's the starting weapon for my number 1 character, Pugnala. And you get 2 guns.
Nope, that's got someone's face.
Yeah, no.
Why are they all their face? Whatever. Doing it live.
We're doing it live. Fuck it. Just look up.
Get 2 guns.
Look up like a solo run. I don't know, man.
Look up Forza Horizon 2 no commentary.
Here, okay, we'll try this. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Curse.
So basically you get 2 guns that shoot out in like an X pattern in all directions around you. I think you know what I mean. Like that. Mm-hmm. And it much the same as Garlic is like very OP, especially in the early game. and it just fucking pops off. Obviously, the evolved version is also pretty like it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But there's a like one of the cards you can get gives you an extra projectile for that weapon. So even once you evolve it, you keep the guns shooting like that, which is really neat.
Another one of the randomizo things makes the projectiles from it
randomizo.
bounce off of walls, which gets pretty nuts as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's very cool. I like it a lot. People should play that game more.
And it's also just because Pugnal is great. It's Bayonetta guns, and Bayonetta is really good, and Vampire Survivors rules.
And you
But
level it up with tiramisu.
Oh yeah, you leveled up. You leveled up by eating sweets.
The
But
best
Danny, what is
dessert.
your
number
number
one
two?
dessert of the year?
My number two dessert of the year
Yeah.
is just big swords in general in Elden Ring. I like swinging around a big hefty sword, preferably with no magic or exactly that. Just a big fucking knife.
That's just the gut sword too.
Yeah. No, just let me hit things hard. And yeah, I went light armor, big sword, jump around, roll around, be fast, hit things hard. That's how I play.
Big fucking sword.
Yeah.
Big fucking sword is always the best.
I think I wore a helmet and like some greaves and had a big sword.
Miyazaki
neat,
loves
really.
Berserk, and this is a big sword appreciator. This is a house where we like our ultra great swords a lot. But Hunter, what is your number two?
My number two is kind of like a sword in the sense that it is the Zaku R from Gundam Evolution, because the Zaku is the standard mobile suit of the Zeon Federation in one of the timelines for Gundam. And in game, it's a flanker where it doesn't have a lot of health. That machine gun it's got a machine gun and a grenade. The machine gun is very inaccurate outside of short range. And so you're basically just trying to, run around, shoot dudes from behind, and then use your little smoke bomb that gives you temporary invincibility to get the fuck out of there before they kill you. And I put the
Magician
Zaku
build.
specifically because the first time I played it was the best game of my goddamn life on this game, where I got 40 kills in one round, and I was sweating from how much I just had to like actually put my all into playing, because again, you don't have a lot of health and you die very fast.
Was it look like outside
It's
of
a
first person?
big
Oh,
green
it's the-
Cyclops with
it's
the
the green
glowy
Cyclops
pink
one.
eye.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I love those guys.
Makes a real good noise when its eye turns on. Also, its ultimate in that game is called the Heat Hawk, which is a giant laser axe.
The Ham Hawk?
Yeah, it's a big ham hawk, which I only learned last week. When you use it, it reloads your weapon,
Oh,
which
that's
would have
nice.
been really useful to know when I still played that game.
What game is this?
Gundam
This is the Gundam
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch.
Yeah, it's Overwatch,
Oh.
but Gundam.
Hunter, I'm gonna ask, because now that we've established that it's Gundam Overwatch, that's just Tracer, isn't it?
Kind of, but without any time bullshit. Like you can't
And instead you get to be a
rewind
cool
or-
ass Zaku 2, which
Yeah.
whips ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Zaku Snyder.
we
if you
love
will.
we love Xeon mobile suits in this household. But my number one Xeon mobile suit, when I think about the best weapon or tool of 2022, like what weapon is 2022 in my eyes, when I think about like what did I really enjoy, what did I spend the most time with this year, what did I fucking love? It's garlic, baby. It's
We're getting
just
stinky.
perfect. It's in a game where everything is rushing to your character and you're getting surrounded, you want the thing that's just gonna fucking blow dudes away when they get up close to you. There is no run in the game where I don't want to be having garlic. It's my snap pick every single time. Because I don't play the character that starts with it anymore. It's always the first thing I want to make sure I get. First fucking level up, I'm re-rolling over and over and over until I can make sure I get a fucking garlic. Because that is garlic wins games. Upgrading it is clutch and it adds a vampirism effect, but even just the normal base fucking garlic, even if I can't evolve that motherfucker, it is the most just useful item in the game. You get it early. It's great in the early game. It's great in the late game. Garlic. It's what's for dinner. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's
The
great on
weapon
bread.
of the year. It's better than a grappling hook rocket launcher. That's how good garlic is. Wario knows. He's been telling us for years. But Ryan, what's Wario been telling you for years?
Well, I've got
In
something
school.
At least
better
last year.
than some garlic because it is a vessel that can hold garlic, and it's pots from Elden Ring.
Hell yeah.
You put shit in a pot and you throw it at things, and I cannot tell you how many times that stuff has come in clutch where I throw a bunch of literal shit in a pot at a boss, and while I'm running away trying to heal, they're still taking damage while they're chasing me down or doing stuff like that. But I just love putting shit in pots and throwing it at dudes.
Only real use out of the crafting menu in that game.
They make the crafting menu mean something. But it's just there's so many different kinds of pots. I always have just a bunch of them on hand so I can throw shit at people. I love it. And I've what?
You've sung the praises of pots all year, and it's one of those things where you feel like every time you talk about that you're making shit up, like you're doing that thing where the internet likes to fake hype a lot of shit. And I've seen you use them to great effect in game. You love your pots.
I love my pots.
Jason,
Hi.
nice. Just skip you. Is that possible? Are we allowed to do that?
Why?
Just
have bad
say it.
taste?
Just do your
'Cause
thing.
you're not
Just
gonna talk
fucking say
pots.
it. Just say it.
They're gonna
Just 'cause
talk about
Dash has bad
garlic
taste.
already.
Oh, neon yellow.
Sort of.
God, your opinion is bad. My number one weapon is the Dropnir Spear. It was a big part of what made that game for me. It's a weapon that's so far up my alley that changed up the combat in that game.
Didn't think you were going to say
Is it like
alley.
a spear that automatically reloads into your hand?
Yes.
That's fucking cool.
Well, so specifically what it is it's a spear that clones itself forever infinitely.
Yeah.
So it's not teleporting back to you.
Yeah.
It's
You're making
multiple
a bunch of more of
spears.
them. So it's
It's
fun
just
as
fun.
shit because you just throw them and fill the bad guys up with them, and then you slam the newest one that you have in your hand on the ground, and it detonates all the spears that are sticking inside of them.
Oh, like that
That
thing
sounds
on
pretty
in
cool.
High on Life.
And I mean, in God of War, in God of War 2018, I was constantly throwing the axe. I really like ranged attacks, and I like specifically having a mix of them. And this one weapon improves on the ranged attack that the axe offers. But yeah, it's a blast to fill up the bad guys with the spears and then detonate them, and have it like on the lower level enemies. It like when you detonate them, they pop up in the air. But I've always enjoyed combat with a mix of range and melee, and that one weapon really fills that space well.
So what you're
It can also
saying
be
is that
used
it's
in
a
Dash hates
traversal. It can be used in traversal as well. You can like throw it into walls and then
Yeah,
swing off of it.
Yeah, you use it to like get up places or get across bigger gaps that you couldn't usually jump over. And then Dash, I guess, hates it for some reason.
He doesn't like cool things.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Why do you think he likes video games
It's
so
fine.
much?
Lily, what is
Not
your number? Wait, no, we're on number one, not number three. Lily, what is
Yeah.
your number one?
My number one is something that we kind of already talked about. It's the Bloodhound's Fang.
You changed what you told me.
No, I didn't.
You said
No,
the
I didn't.
skateboard earlier.
Read my fucking message, Dash.
You fucking sending
For
me new
Christ's
messages.
sake. It's the same one as before. I didn't send a new one.
It's that same one she sent 10
It's the
minutes ago.
one Hunter was talking about with the flips and shit.
Oh, the skateboard.
Yeah.
The one that gets
Yeah, exactly.
everybody wet.
That
Blood. I'm
famous
gonna read
item
this. I'm
from
gonna read
Elden
this
Ring.
verbatim. Bloodhound's Blade from Elden Ring, the silliest skateboard you can find in session, and Dominion in neon white.
Yeah, and I changed the skateboard to the dual guns.
I'm improvising here.
I
Bring
sent
it
you the
back.
So
right
you
thing
still have
earlier.
had it pulled up.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you fucking clown.
It's a new video.
So historically, I have also generally used small, fast swords in FromSoft
Ew.
games. But once I found this, I decided to give it a try, and in much the same vein as what Hunter said, it's like a big sword that does bleed and posture and just a dickload of damage. So essentially running into any boss fight with myself and a Mimic tier that had that was kind of just a given up to a certain point, which was pretty neat. Like I didn't need to use an actual person's help. Not that it's a whole lot different, but yeah, it's very cool. I had a lot of fun with it. I had an honorable mention, which is the Blasphemous Blade, which is like a big fiery sword that you hold up and then slam down, and it does like a wave of like lava coming out of the ground.
Man, if you want baby mode, you use Blasphemous Blade.
I know. I didn't find it until New Game Plus.
That one also heals you when you use it.
Does it really?
Oh,
I
Yeah,
didn't-
because it
I didn't even know
vampire
because I don't take damage.
It heals you when you use your special and it hits enemies.
I think
that's
you
cool.
recommended I use Blasphemous Blade, and I had already looked up what ultra great swords there were, and specifically was avoiding using Blasphemous Blade.
It's pretty cool. It's definitely
There's a-
baby mode. but
There's
it's
a
pretty
lot
cool.
of fun ass swords in Elden Ring.
Mm.
It's
Wait, did
almost like
everybody
they
say
they're Elden
specialize
Ring
in that.
I have been. I mean, you guys saw my early Elden Ring play of just like, no, I don't want things to be easy. I will smash my head against this thing until I beat it.
Mhm.
And that's why I didn't leave until I beat Tree Sentinel.
The way you're supposed to play the game.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
But Danny, what is your number one weapon?
So my number one weapon, so there's a fun answer and a practical answer, both of them as ultimates from Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3. So the fun one is the Reef Caster, which is a little like rideable shark thing that you get on rails and you launch yourself at some enemies. I just told Dash to look up Splatoon footage, but
Ooh.
yeah.
Now keep going. Talk about
Yeah.
yourself.
But yeah, it's a little like a shark floaty thing that you just launch yourself at the enemy and then it explodes. And that's pretty fun. The one that actually won me games is probably the most boring of all the ults. It is the Tentacooler, which is just a little kiosk that you set up for your allies, and it has drinks that give all of your allies movement buff, as well as the next time they get splatted, their respawn timer is shortened. And no, like pair that with some dually pistols, and you just you can't get caught. And if you do, it's not that bad. You come back quick. So
Reefer Caster.
oh, is it Reefer? Oh no, it's not.
I'm a big fan of a weapon that's just some fucking drinks for your homies.
Yeah, no, like that's also like that. It's aesthetically pleasing within the game of just being like, yeah, nah, my team gets some good soda and we're better now. And it's a great support item, and it wins me games.
And
So, yeah.
you can use the squid roll to get back in position and do the previous strategies too.
Yeah, which
That's
you
good to
love
know.
to see in a game. But
Yeah.
Hunter, what is your number one beverage of the year?
My number one tool and beverage, that does actually apply, but you should not drink from this.
Pots, Elden Ring.
So it would have been just the regular 0 degree nozzle from Power Wash. However,
I love this year.
However, like not only do they have a 0 degree that spins in place that helps you clean faster, but when they actually released it to 1.0 or shortly before, I don't quite remember, they added a new 0 degree nozzle, which is a triple 0 degree nozzle.
Oh,
So
shit.
it looks like a trident on the front of your power washer. And it's just because the 0 degree will clean everything, while the bigger degree nozzles they'll cover wider areas, but they won't clean as much. But the 0 degree, it's a triple one. So
Oh
not
my
only
God.
do you get the cleaning power, but yeah, look at that.
Holy shit.
Oh, I love it. He's also got the extra long barrel extender on there, so he's just standing really far away.
I love that you're cleaning like a old Norwegian church.
Yeah, that one's actually the story for that one is some guy wanted to dump a bunch of eggs onto a church, so he hired a pilot and a plane to do it.
Power
I'm gonna
Wash
play this
Simulator
fucking
seems
game,
like
aren't I?
it seems like a really good game.
But yeah, he's using the extra long extender, which you get when the mayor hires you to clean his house, but he won't actually let you get onto his property. So you have to stand outside his fence, spraying his house with the extra long barrel attached to
What a
because
goddamn piece
because
of
somebody
shit.
egged his house because he's a shitty neighbor or a shitty mayor.
Probably both.
Cleaning
Yeah.
Atlantis there.
Yeah, that's the last level. That's the one I
Okay.
told you about with all the murals of you and
Good. Seems like a good game.
What a
a
year.
very good game.
Well, with that, that brings us to a close. I know I'm feeling dirty about those choices.
Should spray you
Nothing-
down with a triple degree nozzle.
Nothing sticky about those choices. But that does bring us to a close. I think it was a very good year for weapons. I could have easily done a top 5 Vampire Survivors weapons, a top 5 Elden Ring weapon, and
Top 5 God of War
also
Ragnarok weapons.
I could stack rank the neon white weapons. It's
Top
a good
5
year.
power wash attachments.
I did want to give a quick shout out to Pipe from Sifu. As just anytime I could beat the shit out of some motherfuckers with a lead pipe, that shit feels really good.
Pipe's
See,
so good.
Nothing
I-
like laying pipe.
my
I like
my
baseball bat.
my honorable mention was Kung Fu from Sifu.
Yeah, that's a tool.
It's a
also-
power.
It's clearly a weapon, Dash.
Ryan,
My body.
Ryan
My
talked
body is
about
a weapon.
the shotgun from Proteus, but I also think that game has a fucking really good chain gun,
It does
which I
have a
think is
really
very
good chain
critical.
gun.
But with that, that will bring us to a close. And next time, we are going to talk about the best category of the year, which is best moment or sequence of
Biggest
the year.
letdown.
No, not yet. We get to that later. That's the longest category, not the best category. Yeah, we will talk about the best level that we played in a game this year. But until then, everybody have a very nice evening, and we will see you then.
Ew.